everyone, welcome to nereasanchannel channel. So yesterday we came back from the premiere and first show of our brand new production, Aladdin the Ballet show. It was overwhelmingly amazing. I'm gonna be sharing with you guys more about that experience and some behind the scenes vlogs and videos as always. But since in my last video I shared with you guys a little bit of my struggles, I thought that in this video I would talk a little bit more about that. As I shared with you guys, living in a new country and learning the language is always very difficult. I think that's what I'm still struggling the most about. When you know languages and you feel that you are confident enough to speak them, it gives you that freedom and it gives you that peace of mind that you are heard and people can understand you and you can go anywhere. So from the very beginning of my channel, I've always encouraged you guys to learn languages. For ballet dancers, it's very important because, as you see, we travel a lot for competitions, performances. Our life is very unpredictable. So that's why I think that having as many languages as possible in your pocket is very important. Probably my student years or even in the beginning of my professional career, I wouldn't have imagined that I would be living in Japan right now. And of course, at that time, I was super busy with learning English and adjusting to my life at the time. Now I feel like if I would have started learning Japanese more seriously then, I think that probably right now my life would be a little bit easier. But it is always difficult to learn a language when you don't live in the country where the language is spoken. I feel like living in Japan right now is helping me, even though in the beginning it's hard. I think that I'm able to learn the language faster and faster because I speak with native speakers every day. And I also read in the comments that many of you who watch my channel are also learning English. And I think that's great, and I encourage all of you, if you are not learning English, to do so, because most of the countries of the world you are able to communicate by speaking in English. So I think that definitely is super important and super useful to know English. And I know it's hard because I understand how you guys feel living in Japan and not having native people around you to speak with. It might be difficult because that's how I felt in the United States trying to speak Japanese and learn Japanese. That's why today in this video I wanted to introduce to you guys to one of my favorite apps for learning languages, in this case English. I actually collaborated with this app before, Cambly! I had a great experience using the app, talking to the teachers there, and so I thought that in this video I would share with you guys another of my conversations with a tutor of the app. In my last conversation with a Cambly teacher, we discussed about what they thought about ballet and the ballet world. Maybe this time I can also ask about it. Plus, I'm also going to be discussing about challenges in learning new languages and maybe some tips that they can share with us. So, let's get started.
Hello there.
Hi.
Hi, my name is Jason.
Nice to meet you, Jason. I'm Nerea.
Where are you from?
I'm from Spain.
Can you tell me a bit about the culture? What are some good things about Spain? What are some bad things?
Sure.
I'm very curious.
So I'm from the north. I'm from the Basque country. Right now, I'm actually living in Japan. Okay. Yes. Highlights of Spain probably are the food and nice food.
What would you say your favorite food is?
Overall, the quality of the food is very good. Very fresh products, and you can find a lot of different restaurants. Of course, there are very famous dishes like paella and Spanish omelette I think Spanish omelette would probably be my favorite.
How long have you been in Japan?
Well, I moved here in August, so less than a year, and I've of course have been a little bit struggling with the language learning, and
Yeah, that's understandable.
yeah, so I share with my audience that like one of the best tools or ways to learn a new language is by speaking with native speakers.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Mm-hmm. So,
And, are you practicing the local language? Are you trying to learn Japanese?
yes. Yeah.
And how has that gone? Do you find it successful? Is it easier than trying to learn English?
I think it's quite more difficult than English for me, just because it's a total different alphabet. And
Yeah.
have you had the chance to teach Japanese speakers?
I have had quite a few Japanese students. We are on similar time zones, so I would say maybe about 30% of my students are from Japan. But generally, say middle-aged ladies that want to not lose their English speaking skills. But yeah, generally my Japanese students are very respectful, very kind. The conversations flow quite well. So yeah, I never mind having a student from Japan.
Oh, nice. I feel like here in Japan they don't have like many English teachers or like native people to speak with. So I think like Cambly is a great way to connect with native people.
Yeah, I do agree. I've heard that English is not very important in the schooling system, and if it is in the schooling curriculum or school curriculum, it's more written or just being able to read a few words. It's never practiced spoken English. So yeah, I do think Cambly is great in learning how to speak to a stranger in English, and also just building confidence when you do speak. Yeah, I think that's a good benefit of Cambly.
Do you have any tips for them?
Don't be afraid to make mistakes. I mean, I think we can take this lesson not just with learning English, but in life in general. Mistakes are there to be learned from, and it's understandable to make a mistake in a language that you are not completely familiar with. So don't be shy. Learn from your teachers. Listen to how words are said, and yeah, don't be shy to put in a bit of extra effort to try to continue learning. Even if it's just watching a video or repeating what someone has said.
I feel like that's also a very helpful tip for me, because like learning Japanese, of course, you're always afraid to like mess up or the confidence. Thank you. Thank you. Very nice to meet you. So it was super fun talking to the Cambly teachers. As you guys can see, they are super friendly, open to any topics, any kind of conversation. My English is not perfect. I'm always trying to improve my English as well, and it's kind of nice to talk to them. While learning the language, I also had fun. Actually, those tips are very helpful for me as well. So I'm definitely going to try to be more confident and also being patient with myself. Hopefully, I'll be able to speak and communicate with you guys in Japanese more and more often. If you guys want to try the Cambly app and have this fun conversation with the teachers, they have a paid trial where you can have a 30-minute lesson for only 100 yen. So I definitely recommend to check it out. I'll leave a link in my description box. And I'm super excited to share more about our Aladdin the ballet show content. Stay tuned for that and for the video of Eder and Keita coming home, which is also going to happen very, very soon. Yay! As always, I'm super thankful for your comments of support. I know learning a language is super difficult, and I really appreciate all your comments of support. And I want you guys to know that I also support you guys learning a new language. You guys can do it, and I really hope that this video helped you with some advices on how to do it in a fun way. So 皆さんありがとうございます. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it and subscribe to nereasan channel for all the content that is coming up very soon. またね! Love you guys!